remember that being took. Oh, it's bloody hot. Look at my waist.
God, that was a long time ago. There was... Can you remember the ponds?
Mm-hmm.
That was before the pond was built. The pond was there. I forgot there wasn't always a pond there. That's at the back door of our first house.
Jubilee Court.
Yeah.
We'd been in there. That was your mum. She had a pink suit.
I used to like that. It's matching pink jacket and pink skirt. I used to like wearing that. I bought it off a catalogue. I was walking home from youth group disco and I was late and I didn't have my shoes on because I took them off so I could run home because I used to get in trouble for being late.
I couldn't believe this woman had no shoes on.
So I was running up the hill with no shoes on.
I spun the van round and I just ran away. I said, did you want a lift? Home. I said, because I thought her shoes were broke or whatever. And she looked at me and said, no, you're all right. And I said, okay. And I said, are you sure? And she said, yeah. And then next thing, oh, all right. She said, would you run me up to Hawthorne? I said, I don't know where that is. And that's how it started. We basically set our life out in the second night we met. And we said we were going to get married, and I then just sort of said to her, I think within 6 months, I said, would you marry me?
I don't think he proposed, I think I did, you know. We were out down Southsea one day and my mum and dad had already gone back to New Zealand, and one day I just says, well, are we getting... Oh, I was already engaged. What happened there?
The official, I took her down to Southsea, what's now Sea Life Centre, and I said to her, will you marry me? No, I had to bugger off to work.
And then about 8 months later, after my mum and dad had gone to New Zealand, I said, well, are we actually getting married then or not? And he just said, yeah, all right then. So we just started arranging to get married.
People say things happen in your life and you know you're doing the right thing.
I think I liked the idea of being married because it meant that I had somebody to live with and a proper home and magically ever after things would be alright, you know? Yeah. I was very young.
June 83, look. I'm not wrong. That was 2 years after we were married.
Oh yeah, that's Jubilee Court. Definitely. See the blue string there? Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
We used to tie the dog on this great big long blue rope because when we used to let him out in the garden, he used to jump over the wall and get away.
The dog. The dog. Not enough pictures of the dog.
He was like 2 before I managed to house train him properly.
Boy, did he cause some destruction at Jubilee Court. He used to eat the woodwork. Oh, nightmare.
Here's that. That's Hoylecroft Close. That was our second house. We bought that one when I was 20 because we wanted to be sure we could afford a 3-bedroomed house to live in before we had kids, so we bought that.
This is you 100%. We were trying for you to the point that we were even timing it the best time to do it.
I was working in a fish and chip restaurant, and in them days you used to have to phone up the doctor to get all the pregnancy results back. So I phones up and gets told I'm pregnant. So I goes running through to the restaurant, going, I'm pregnant, I'm pregnant, I'm pregnant, with all these customers in there. And then when this guy leaves, he give me like a £5 tip, which like 25 years ago, it was like 3 hours pay. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And he says, oh, go and buy your baby some clothes out of it. So when I got my lunch break, I went up to Little Woods in Gosport and bought £5 worth of baby clothes. And it was like, yeah, I'm having a baby.
So I had to have some time off when Mum was poor, when she had you. I had to have like 2 weeks.
I can't remember the first couple of months that well. I can remember you crying in the evenings and me trying to do the odd bit of housework and trying to get up the shops to buy food, and it all seemed like such hard work. And then I got pregnant and I felt great again when I was pregnant again.
I can even remember the night. Do you remember when Debbie came and stayed with us? It was the second night when she slept in the front bedroom at Hoylecroft, and she was such a messy person. Debbie I'm on about, and we were both moaning about her, and we ended up having a bit of hanky-panky and produced Bob. With Bob, where Bob was a little bit of a surprise, God bless him, lovely one, was that a little bit too much at the time?
I think he felt a bit trapped because he was working hard and there was never any money left over. Just used to go on bills. So he used to get fed up.
Got all my hair going there, look. There's the old bloody tea towel. That's tea towel there is the first Red Nose Day.
Paxton Road had a glorious back garden on it. Nice and long. Big patio, number 6. Swimming pool, grass, pond, 2 sheds.
God, I enjoy doing that garden.
God, don't we look miserable? I was pretty fed up by then. Pretty happy for your dad to have a new project. I'd be happy because he was leaving me alone, and he'd be happy because he had something to do when I was leaving him alone.
I sometimes think if we'd have all stayed together and there wasn't the shouting, what sort of life we would have had, because when we weren't shouting, which wasn't all the time, I think we were quite a normal family.
Why was it so bad? Because it was finished and over, wasn't it? I don't think we even spoke to each other at the end of it.
I brought Tina a watch and some small bits, and I've got a picture frame, right, for Christmas. And I brought her this, just a picture frame, and the picture frame cost, I don't know, £2. Not even that. Next time you're over, as soon as you walk in the lounge, have a quick look and you'll see the picture. And she absolutely loves that picture. And the thing about that picture is that the dog, Lulu, had her puppy hair on still, where now she's had her first proper haircut because she's an adult dog. And it's like a time warp of less than 3 months, and yet it's like having 2 different dogs. But Tina said that is like, she couldn't look where she cried when she opened it.
How does it make you feel to look at those 3 pictures?
Kind of sad that it didn't work. Yeah? Because we thought that was it. It was all going to be like them 3 photos. It was meant to be like that all the time. Still a bloody miserable.